Hello and welcome to Baseplate Reviews. Today we're going to take a really quick look at the offers and sales that are on Lego.com for the next 4 days, July 16th to July 20th. And they're primarily done by Lego to combat the fact that Amazon have their Amazon Prime Day deals for July 16th and July 17th. I think we'd all seen that the offers that were coming up, and they are these two here. So, one is that you can get these kind of shops of the world. So, this is the Lego Candy Store 40692, and that's available with a pretty high threshold purchase of 200 US dollars. That's 260 Canadian or 180 British pounds. Pretty nice kind of thing if you're collecting these. And from what I've seen on the secondary market, they do go for quite a bit. So if you're planning on purchasing stuff anyway, then probably worth doing it. I wouldn't be trying to get over 200 US dollars unless you're pretty close to that amount anyway. And we might see that there's some pretty good sales on at the moment anyway. The other offer that's on sale is actually not Lego, but it is a Lego themed summer beach bag. And we can see here that this is available with purchases of 75 US dollars, 100 Canadian dollars, or 70 British pounds. This is, though, with only certain themes. So this is Animal Crossing, Lego City, Duplo, Friends, Dreams, Harry Potter, Ninjago, and Super Mario. So quite a few there. That one is restricted to Lego Insiders only. Same with the Candy Store or Candy Shop. And, you know, to be honest, you're all going to be members of Lego Insiders. Why wouldn't you be? You get an extra 5% cash back all the time with purchases. The final thing that's available here is double Insiders points. But unfortunately, this is actually only restricted to certain themes. So, Lego City, Friends, Technic, and Disney. And that doesn't include Disney Marvel, Disney Star Wars, and Disney and Indiana Jones. I think that's missing a trick. I'd have thought that Lego would want to compete with the juggernaut that's Amazon as best they can, and offering double insiders points on pretty much all purchases would have been the way to go. But this is what you get, and if you can double it up with some of the stuff that's on in the sale, if they happen to sit in these themes, then all good, I suppose. On to the actual sale then, and this is the stuff that we didn't know about beforehand until we actually got to July 16th. We kind of knew what the offers were going to be, but in terms of what was going to be on sale, we had to wait until the actual day. And some of this is stuff that we've got that's been on sale for an absolute age. We're going to take a look at the US website here. Very minor differences between that and the Canadian website, but I have also got some of the offers which are on sale in the UK and Europe, I suppose, as well. Because I actually think there's some pretty unique ones available over there, and actually some really good deals. So, like I say, some of these things are stuff that's been on sale forever. The Hulkbuster, the Atari 2600, 40% off. It's because Lego cannot get rid of them. Like, let's be honest about this. They are overpriced and just nowhere near so popular as Lego thought they would be. They're normally pretty good with working out what's going to be popular, but there are some missteps. On top of that, we've got the Avatar sets. So these have been on and off sale over the last year or so. Uh, just, yeah, sometimes they're on sale, sometimes they're not. Again, struggling to get rid of them. If we go down, we've got the Little Mermaid Royal Clamshell. We'll actually go into that in detail because I think it is a set that's pretty worthwhile. We've got the Super Mario Peach's Castle expansion set. If you're into that, it's got some unique pieces. These red kind of turrets have only been seen in a couple of other sets, different colors. So they're unique to Super Mario and the Lego Friends Castle Bed and Breakfast, where they're in that sand blue color. After that, we've got a few sets on here, which are actually in my video that I made of the 5 worst sets of 2024. And we'll take a look at each of those in a second. But one of them was the Main Street, so the Creative 3 in one. And that's primarily down to the fact it was just too expensive for what it was and not great design. But actually, here at $98 for 1,459 pieces, actually might be value just from a parts perspective. After that, this is where we get our first minor difference between the US and Canada because we've got the double loop stunt arena from that Lego City Stunts range. That's actually not available in Canada. But again, just one of these sets they have not been able to get rid of. A few Duplo sets, and we've got the BTS Dynamite set, 30% off. I think that here, pretty much all the BTS fans have already bought this set, so Lego are kind of stuck with these a little bit. We've also got a couple of sets on sale that are in the Disney Wish range. So Disney Wish, in case you didn't know, was a bomb of a film. Came out the end of last year, and pretty much nobody went to watch it. Animated film, and of course they're struggling to sell the sets. Actually, the sets that I've seen on sale on the website, I've seen out in the wild for cheaper than they're being offered here. Um, After that, more Avatar sets. We've got a couple of Monkey Kid sets. I do like Monkey Kid, but these are more the kind of mechs and the dragons. So similar to some of the stuff that Ninjago offer. Uh, Not the kind of thing that I'm into, but one of those things. We'll go on to page 2 and then we'll look at some of the sets which actually I do think are really decent value. So again, more Super Mario sets, the Adventures with Peach starter course. You've seen this out in the shops on sale, I'm sure. Same with the Luigi starter course. We've also got the Venomized group. How many groups do we need? Maybe this is the coolest of them, the Venomized version. I think you can build it various different ways, more Venomized, less Venomized, from what I can recall. And like I say, more of those Disney Wish sets. So this is Asher's Cottage. I've seen this for cheaper in Canadian dollars than they're showing here, 40 US dollars. So, it's a sale, but I promise you, probably likely to find a lot of this stuff for cheaper elsewhere. Uh, Other than that, we've got some of these mini kind of castle builds. So we've got Ariel's Castle here, 15% off, and also the Palace of Agrabah. That's the Aladdin one, 30% off. I can kind of understand why that's 30% off. I think it's probably the weakest in that range. The Ariel Castle is quite a bit better as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, we'll go on to a bit more detail on the sets, which I actually think are worth getting. So if we start off with the Avengers Quinjet, 30% off a licensed Marvel set. And we can see this displays pretty well. It's a pretty bulky set, really. You're getting 795 pieces for 70 US dollars, so it's coming in under 10 cents a piece. And you're getting 5 minifigs with this. So Iron Man, Black Widow, Captain America, Thor, and of course, Loki. Uh, I actually think, if you're into this, then I don't think you're going to find this on sale for much cheaper. Uh, yeah, pretty good. You're not going to get double insiders points with it. It's Disney Marvel, not just Disney, but yeah, not bad. $70. I think that's a decent one. The next set I actually think is a really good one. And I've done a review of the train station for $60, 907 pieces, and you're getting what is a really nice set. I've got this in my city. I've expanded it a bit, tiled it off, and the bus alone, I think, is great. You've also got the kind of maintenance vehicle for the tracks, and that's a nice one. I think if you're a city builder, this works for a city. It's of course open at the back. We can see that, but not bad. Problem that you have got with this one is it'll ship in 60 days, so you're not going to be getting this straight away. They've put it on sale 40% off, presumably because they're trying to clear it out, but they haven't actually got these ready to ship for you. So, bit of a drawback there. It is in the city range though, so will qualify for those double insiders points and also for the gifts of purchase. After that, I want to take a look at 3 sets which actually featured in my worst of the 2023 video. One of those is Main Street, the Creative 3-in-1 set. And in this instance, I'm actually going to say, no, this becomes value. Although it was one of my worst sets, I don't like the set. I don't like how it's designed. I just think from a parts perspective, 1,459 pieces, getting this for 98 US dollars, I think it becomes value. Like I say, not a big fan of this one, but some people might think it's a bit better than I do. You're going to get a good building experience out of it. You always do with these Creator 3-in-1 sets because you get to build 3 different sets in one. Again, $98. I don't think you can go too far wrong. After that, another one that was in my top 5 worst sets of 2023, and that is the Icons of Play set. This is because it's just, it was $100, nearly 900 pieces, but basically that was because there were so many minifigs with this. So an absolute ton of minifigs. I think it was, we're looking at over a dozen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 here, then the players. Basically, if you wanted to get some minifigs, and especially if you wanted to get the Megan Rapinoe one, why Lego would decide to put someone who's quite so divisive in there, I'm not sure. But yeah, just a horrible set as far as I'm concerned. I don't really care whether it's down at $70, and I don't think a lot of other people do either. That's why it's on sale, and it's been on sale plenty of times before this. Again, won't qualify for those kind of double insiders points. It doesn't even sit within any theme at all. After that, we've got my number one worst set of 2023, and this is the Hoopty. So this is the ship from another Disney bomb of a film, the Marvels. I should say Disney Marvel. Uh, and yeah, you're getting the three minifigs here, plus the cats and the iconic Hoopty ship. Uh, who wouldn't want this in their collection? Just 420 pieces, and they were trying to sell this for 90 US dollars, down to $63 here, so 30% off. But again, the reason for this is Lego can't get rid of it. Again, a film that basically, compared to normal Marvel movies, other Marvel movies, I should say, no one went to watch, an absolute bomb. And I think even down at $63, you're going to be struggling to get anyone to pick this one up, not just because of the film. The ship just doesn't look great. If this was a non-licensed set, I don't think you'd be going, oh, there's great design there. Minifigs are pretty nice. I'll give some credit there. Pretty nice prints. Although, are they that desirable in terms of minifigs? I don't know how many people want Monica Rambeau or Captain Marvel. Uh, yeah, it's or Miss Marvel even. Yeah, any of them. One of those things. But after that, actually, a set that I think is probably reasonable value. Not for me personally, but the Little Mermaid Royal Clamshell set, like I say, $112, 30% off, and you are getting all these pretty cool minifigs. These mermaid ones, I think, would work pretty well for an underwater scene. And this definitely does have some, pretty striking display value. Of course, it's like I say, mini figs rather than mini dolls. And you can see these are pretty ace, the Ursula one especially. And she's a pretty iconic character in and of herself. Uh, After that, actually, the UK has some pretty cool offers which aren't available in North America. And we'll start off with the Monkey Kid set, which is the Dragon of the East Palace. I've actually been looking at this set quite a lot because I think it could work really well for my Chinatown section of my city. This is, of course, set kind of underwater, and you can see that if we bring the set up a bit closer here. That's supposed to be underwater scenes, but I think this would be pretty easy to modify and make it look like it was above land. Also, some pretty cool minifigs: the Monkey King, Monkey Kid, and then a couple of the enemies and stuff. I'm saying they're the enemies. Actually, might not be. That might be one of their kind of friends. Who knows? But yeah, open backed again. Um, it is a play set, but I think displays pretty well, and you can see it's got kind of features where you can enclose the set. And yeah, for was it £136, 20% off. You're getting 2,364 pieces. I mean, in terms of the piece count, that is just round of applause good. Really, really great stuff. And I'm a bit jealous that I'm not back in the UK. I think I would have picked that up with the 20% off. Again, not combining with those offers in terms of double insiders points, so not brilliant. The next set is actually a Star Wars one, so again, won't get the double points, but this is the Ghost and Phantom 2. It is from effectively the Ahsoka series, um, Ahsoka, and also I suppose it's from the Clone Wars as well. But I think this is a remake of a set that was really popular in the past, and yeah, just looks great. Effectively, it's two sets in one. So you've got the Ghost here, and then the Phantom 2 is the small ship at the back that comes apart. And yeah, just really good looking set. Nice set of minifigs here. So yeah, got the four minifigs plus the droid, and yeah, I think that's going to be pretty desirable in the future. Once this becomes retired, I think this will be a pretty valuable set. So if you were thinking about getting it, down with 30% off, 105 British pounds, 1,394 pieces. I think this is probably one to go for. Another set that I've just reviewed recently is the Ollie and Paisley's Family Houses, 15% off. I actually found this for cheaper on Amazon in Canada. So with quite a bit off, I think it goes for 130 Canadian dollars, and I got it for below 100. But check my review out for this. I'll put a link up to that. But yeah, really nice set. Like I say, Friends, I think, is a bit of a slept on range. And I think, 1,126 pieces, just £76.50. Yeah, I'd definitely be recommending this as a purchase. Real pity this isn't on sale in North America, but maybe on Amazon on their Prime days it will be. The final one for the UK is they've actually got the X-Men X-Jet on sale. Now we know this is an overpriced set, £75, 359 pieces, down to 63.74, 15% off. I think it's one of those. I like the set. It's just too expensive, and this might be your opportunity to get it for a little bit cheaper. It does have some pretty cool minifigs. So we've got Cyclops, Magneto, Rogue, and Wolverine. And of course, Wolverine's people's favourite. We have already, though, been able to get him in the minifig series. And in this instance, Rogue is surely the best minifig. Fight me over it if you disagree. Like I say, still too expensive at £63.74 for 359 pieces, but at least you are getting it for a little bit cheaper. Yet again, though, doesn't manage to qualify for those double insiders points. And I think that's been the problem basically with all the sets that are on sale. I think the final things to note that are on sale, and this is back in North America, are a few of the Brickheadz. A lot of people try to collect an awful lot of these. So we've got Cruella and Maleficent at 30% off, so a couple of the Disney villains. We've got Kingsley Shacklebolt and Nymphadora Tonks, so a couple of Harry Potter ones, again 30% off, down to 14 US dollars. And then finally, we're down to Jake Sully and his avatar from Avatar, 40% off here, so $12. And Lord of the Rings, Frodo and Gollum, 30% off, down to just 10.49 because that Gollum one is a little bit smaller. Yeah, overall, it's not the greatest set of deals. You do need to have a pretty high purchase to get the candy store, $200. The summer beach bag is only available with certain themes. And I think the most disappointing thing is just that those double insiders points, Lego City, Friends Technic, and Disney purchases. Yeah, you're not able to double this up with a lot of the stuff that's on sale. But one of those things. Hopefully, you've enjoyed this quick look through and it's been somewhat useful. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me on some of the deals, whether you think that some of the stuff I've recommended is just rubbish, just trash. Yeah, feel free to say and let me know if you're picking anything up. I suspect there's going to be some better deals on with other stores trying to compete with Amazon and on Amazon itself. But it is always nice to kind of build up your insiders points, and I try to buy from Lego where I can, so that I can get some free sets off in the future. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, and if you're not subscribed already, then please do consider subscribing. Got some of these kind of things, reviews, and also me building the Lego City and a few mocks and stuff like that. And as always, be good.